All right, folks, long time no talk. It's June 6th. It's a Thursday. It's darn near 10 a.m. We got a big game changer going on here. And I'm going to explain to you why. All right, I just completed mulching, which was a bear. This field was turned over. The sod was turned over, green sod, in the fall. It was not killed off. I had a proper plan in place last fall when this was plowed to put corn in here. This is a total of about an 8-acre field. Beautiful field, real close to the farm. You can see the tower just on the other side of the tower. Folks, we're putting in a second field of sorghum. I was not prepared mentally to do this year, but it's just sometimes the way things work. I wanted to do a test on this anyway, so I guess what's the harm? I wasn't prepared for it, so I get really shaky about things. Yeah, that's me being a nervous person. Being a nervous person has kept me out of a lot of crap. I can tell you that right now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell on myself, make myself look like a fool, which I really couldn't care. I've been honest and making myself look like a fool for about 2 years now on this YouTube channel. I might as well, why quit now? Okay, so originally this was going into corn. 2 days ago, I had the old brain thinking about, I got home yesterday afternoon. And by the way, I've been running and gunning since the second I pulled in the driveway. Real quick before my explanation of making a fool out of myself. I got home yesterday about probably 3:30. Immediately came after disking this field because of a new mindset here. Disc the field complete. I was able to call the feed mill just in time and ordered a buggy of fertilizer. And I'm going to get down to the science on what I did here with this sorghum field, folks, when we have a sorghum planting showcase, so to speak. Boy, that sounded professional. I got the fertilizer on it. Not that big of a field, wasn't a huge deal. And then I proceeded to mulch last night until late. This field was a bear with the mulcher because of all the sod. Now the disc did a phenomenal job of breaking it up, but that mulcher is so touchy that it didn't matter. It played a little bit of hell. I just finished it up this morning. I went and got the sorghum seed this morning as well. I had to make a feed mill run. All right, so here's me being a fool. 2 days ago, I started the old noggin thinking. And I went and caught a glimpse of one of the corn planting videos that I put on late last week. It dawned on me that there's no way in hell that tractor and that corn planter is gonna fit in the entrance of this field. There's not a chance. Good Lord Almighty. There's only one other way in here, and that is through, I don't know if you can see that homestead on the corner. You can get in here if you have to on their yard. Here's the thing, it had done damage to their yard. Not only that, but there's a drain field that you have to go over. Well, I really don't care to shell out $5,000 to $10,000 in wrecking a drain field. So that is the only entrance available to this field, and that tractor and corn planter cannot fit in here. Folks, we haven't put grains of any kind, any planting in here for I'd say 9-10 years. Well, a lot of things have changed in the last 9-10 years, one of them being the size of equipment. So I called the operator up, custom operator and farmer, the Jarash family farm, and said, hey, look, it just dawned on me. Can you tell me yay or nay? And the answer was absolutely not. So Ben looks like a little bit of a joke, but this is all for a good thing. This is for your viewing pleasure, folks. We're chopping sorghum. I didn't want to do it this year. I got that, what I'm going to call that high-end hybrid sorghum sedan BMR. I'm not putting that in here. I'm saving that for my prime sorghum field. What I'm putting in here though, it's just a tad better of what we planted last year. Last year I dare say was just a pure sorghum. I'm gonna call it run of the mill. Turned out pretty good though, didn't it? I'm gonna end up putting in a hybrid sorghum sedan in here. And I don't know, to be honest with you, if anybody's still watching, I'd like some advice. I got some education to gain here yet. A lot of questions. I need to talk to some people. I need to YouTube some stuff. I need to get an education on the science of chopping this stuff. Right now, if I just had to talk loosely and talk like a know-it-all, which I'm definitely not, I'd have to say that I'm wanting for this stuff to easily get to 7, 8, 9 foot before cutting it down, a dry down process. I'm not gonna straight chop this and put it in the silo, absolutely not. A 2-3 day dry down process, depending on what kind of nice weather we have at the time. I'll bring the custom operator in here, chop it and throw it in the silo. We're talking some major tonnage. And if I'm lucky enough, depending on the time of the year and Mother Nature, I might actually get a second cutting out of here. And it's not going to be the healthiest, I don't believe. I'll probably end up bale wrapping it. Now my question is, does it make sense to let this stuff go for one crop? Get up there 13, 14 feet, climb baby, and then cut it. I'd have to say no, because the stems will basically damn near be wood stocky. Ted Caller, I know you can answer this. Will Sowers, I'm pretty sure that you can, and anybody else out there that can answer that, I'm begging for a little bit of advice. I don't know what to do. This is a surprise for me. I don't like surprises, things that I'm not prepared for. Trust me, I've been surprised many times in my life, folks. I don't know what to do, but folks, now that I just got done expressing my fears in this world, I will tell you that I am actually very happy that we are going to test out chopping sorghum this year. There's no other alternative. You can't put grains in here like a barley or an oats because of the sod and the fact that that wasn't sprayed and killed off. It'd be a disaster of a crop. Sorghum, and thank God for sorghum, is the only alternative. And that's it. Be honest with you, I could probably make about a dozen phone calls, find somebody with a suitable planter to fit in there. I'm not going to do that. I'm forcing myself to take this test. And we'll just see what happens. Folks, I got an extremely busy day again. I got about 3 hours of sleep, but that's okay. I'm bragging about that because of our weather. It's go time. We're 3 weeks behind. We're catching up right now. Truth of the matter is, I don't think that I can afford to be here and plant this. Dad might end up having to plant this while I'm over at some other fields getting those worked up. If in the event that it's not me planting and I can't do a proper showcase for what I'm using and maybe a little education, I will do a separate video, a nice calm video out here, maybe with a couple barley pops. Hey Fred. And I'll go through my exact process of what I did. Fertilizer, the seed, I'll keep one of the bags and show you what I did, and all that other mumbo jumbo. So we got a game changer here, and we're gonna see what happens. The good thing of it is this is a nice chunk of property. The beauty of it is it's only 8 acres. This isn't gonna fail. Folks, we're gonna grow a crop here. See, that's what that does. The planter and the cultipacker behind it will take care of that. The other thing I'm noticing There's hardly any stones out here. I remember picking this field. This was one of the major planting fields when I was a kid for the farm. And I remember losing sleep the night before the day we'd have to pick this. I'm not seeing any stones. I doubt you could fill up the back of the Ranger. Problem is, I got all my guys lined up for stone picking tonight. I'm gonna have to call them all back and tell them I don't need them. I don't like that kind of crap. I don't like it when it's done to me. I don't really have a choice. I can't pay 4 people to come on out here and for us to look good. We already look good. That's all I got, folks. Hope you enjoyed the news. Hope you're as excited as I am. Maybe a little bit nervous. We're gonna go from there. Stay tuned to a showcase video coming up. Might not be the next video. And I'll give you my exact what I'm doing with this sorghum for the purpose of chopping. So we're gonna talk to you sooner or later, folks. Hope everybody's doing okay. It's glad to see you again.